We're out here at Oak Springs Trilobite area. Finding trilobites. Yay! They're really easy to find. All you have to do is just bend down and look at the rocks. Ooh! And to be fair, I did know that that was there, and I kind of placed it there, David Attenborough style, but you get the point. They're everywhere. Stop! So this mudstone doesn't really hold together super well, so it's not actually forming outcrops. It's just kind of littered across the landscape, and you'll find that there are holes everywhere where people have dug into the ground to try and find more trilobites. But before you sit yourself down at a hole, you should check all the rocks. And if there's not at least a couple trilobite parts, it's really not worth digging out. It seems like most of the trilobites are pretty well concentrated in a couple of pits. Mostly that one. Most of the trilobites have broken apart into pieces. In particular, you get head pieces like this, and then legs. It's really hard to find a full trilobite. Trilobites had lots of legs, so most of what you're going to find is legs. Just per capita, a much higher number of legs. But if you're not in the mood to pick up rocks and look at them, you can do what Logan is doing, which is smash rocks and look at them. Very similar process. A lot more injured fingers.
Broken rocks everywhere.
A lot more broken trilobites that you know are your own fault. Logan found the butt end of a trilobite. He found a trilobite. Thank you. Nessie, come here. Here, Nessie. Oh, take it.
Just 4 species of animals living out here. That is crazy.
It was 6.
6 species.
It's 6 species of trilobites, but Logan, it was not 6 species of animals.
There's some worms out here too.
Yes, there were some worms. This is a
biodiversity. It's crazy.
It's about 525 million years old, and a lot of that early life didn't have shells, so it didn't fossilize, because when you take a jellyfish and you squish it between rocks, it squishes, not fossilizes.
The friggin' trace fossils, they're not that abundant here. I mean, we find a bunch of like worm burrows, but not, I don't know. Doesn't seem like it was that diverse.
Maybe the trilobites were throwing like an orgy. Like those lobsters. Lobsters, they have orgies.
They do?
I think so. We'll Google that when we get back into service.
All right.
But I'm pretty positive that lobsters have orgies.
Like?
This is a trilobite orgy. Well, this isn't. This is an orgy of one. All of his friends are on another rock.
They're all dead.
Yeah, well, it wasn't a well-planned orgy. Okay, so it probably wasn't actually an orgy. I mean, it might have been, but the accumulation of trilobites here is in part because it just happened to be great preservation. But also, this is a slow accumulation over time. So these trilobites might not necessarily have all, you know, like known each other by name or whatever. They may have died slowly over the course of hundreds of thousands of years and then been buried in mud and then preserved. So the fact that we keep finding pieces and have yet to find a whole one, despite burning in the sun while Logan waits to find one, it's pretty hot. That's a pretty solid indication that this wasn't just one big event. There wasn't like a landslide that covered all of these things. What probably happened was you had a lot of trilobites dying over time. Animals would eat them and pull them into pieces, and so you'd get chunks that were preserving. So that's why we're finding pieces of trilobites rather than the whole trilobites.
Are they made out of chitin?
Trilobites?
Yeah.
I would guess so. We'll Google that too. So, the first thing that we had to look up was whether or not it was mudstone. Yeah, a real basic geologic term. It is correct.
Kind of.
It is correct.
So it's technically a shale we were working in, because you can break it apart. It's
but shale is a type of mudstone. So.
Mudstone, I think, more massive stuff. It doesn't really break apart.
It doesn't really matter what you think, though, because the definition is
more shale. Everybody refers to it as shale in the publication.
I said that trilobites had a lot of legs per capita to heads, and so they had a lot of legs preserved. And that is half true. They do have a lot of legs. Turns out legs don't preserve very well on trilobites. You have to have like a really nice preservation in order for those tiny little things to be preserved. And most of what I thought were legs were heads.
Wait.
Yeah, like the side fins of the heads. Yeah. I study vertebrates.
Butts.
Trilobuts.
Trilobutts.
Well, that is a fantastic joke. Just...
Thanks.
I made it. You're welcome.
Anyways, we found some butts, but they're actually mostly heads.
We found 0 butts. I got all this information, by the way, from Dr. Wynne McLaughlin, a trilobite enthusiast at Oberlin College. So if it's wrong, we'll win. There were 6 species of trilobites. However, the only reason I knew that is because I read the sign before we went out. So I'm not going to give myself a point for that because that feels like...
Well, there's not much.
It feels like cheating.
I thought it was... Anyway.
You said there were worms. And you were right. There were worms. At least...
Like these dogs have.
There were
Just
worms.
kidding.
There were worms not actually in the specific locality that we were at, but they're in other areas of the formation.
Broken up in there.
Yeah, I mean,
they're worms. 500 and
I'll
something
give you a
million year
point
old.
for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Worms.
Worms. The next thing would be 525 million years old.
Middle Cambrian is what I saw.
In the end, it actually doesn't matter because I also read that on the sign.
Cheated.
I said lobsters have orgies.
There was no death orgies going on.
Okay,
with our
first
locality.
off, there's no death orgies, but I think I firmly established in the episode that that was a joke. But I did not firmly establish that lobsters don't actually have orgies. Turns out they're like monogamous or something.
What? No,
Yeah. Well, point is, they don't have orgies. I'm sorry for casting aspersions on lobsters. Horseshoe crabs do have orgies.
Oh.
So some crustaceans do, but I can't give myself a point when I said it was lobsters.
Chitin.
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 Trilobites do have chitin.
Yeah. That was a question. Yay.
If you do find that there is something else that we missed, we are having stickers made. If you guys point out things with references. And not Wikipedia references, peer-reviewed references.
Can't be editing your own wiki page.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments, and we will mail people stickers. And that's it.
Ciao. Just show out.